All right, how's it going, guys? My name is Will Ziner. I'm a social studies education major, and I'm going to be talking today about my classroom toolbox that I've developed through 350. So the first thing I want to get into is classroom management. So this was a key topic that was discussed and we worked on in this class repeatedly over and over. It's the most important, I think. It's basically understanding that a well-managed classroom is a positive learning environment where students feel comfortable and capable. The difference between management and control is mainly management is adapting to how kids learn best, providing student equity, things like that. Whereas control is you're more seen as a dictator. What you say goes, and that's what you don't want, basically. So, we're going to talk about restorative justice also. This is not calling a student out, basically. It's if they act up, you pull them aside, you ask them restorative questions like, is everything okay? What happened? How? You're basically just showing the students that you care and you're trying to prevent further major issues in the classroom. You want them to be successful and you're not necessarily trying to become their friend or anything. You just want to show them that you care and that you're there for them. So from day one, you're working on relationships. That's a big part of what restorative justice is, also, and a big part of why classroom management can be done. It's you are just working on showing them that you're someone that's there to help them and push them to be the best student they can be. On day one, a great tool is the soundtrack to my life. This was talked to us from another teacher, and it's basically you give the students the assignment of showing the soundtrack their favorite songs, and this is a great way to get to know the student right away. This helps you connect with them, helps you grow your relationship with them, and show that you care about who they are as a person also, and not just as a student or their grades or something like that. So, understanding by design is establishing a framework of where you want students to end up, and then how you would work backwards from there to get them there. So, this is basically just a whole theory that we talked about through class of how to have a successful classroom and full semester. So, the first step is identifying the anticipated results. Look at that roadmap. Where do you want them to end up? And what stops are they going to make along the way in order to be successful and comprehend all that content as well. So the next step is determining assessment. There's formative and summative assessments. Formative is just day-to-day kind of stuff, checking in to see how they're learning, if they're comprehending everything. And then summative is more at the end, exams, essays, write-ups, things like that. So your final step of this is to go and plan your lessons. You want your lesson plans to have aim. You want to have a point, break down the knowledge and for them so that they can understand it and obtain it, and understand that some lessons have to be boring so that others can be fun. So the first way to get into that is activate their prior knowledge. Find out what they know, what they don't know, where you have to go from. Because social studies, especially, is just building on prior knowledge. It's what service level did you hit before, and where do we want to go from there. So oftentimes this starts with lecture. Lectures are not fun for the student or the teacher. Really, they're only 5 to 30% effective. Usually, it's basically something just to get information out there, so you can have fun with the further lessons down the road. Collaboration with other students is huge. This is them bouncing off ideas and starting to understand the big themes via each other. And it's like teaching is the best way to learn. And that's basically what collaboration is. Debates are another thing that I've really thought have been helpful. They show comprehension. This civil discourse helps students understand two different sides, build an opinion, do research on them on their side, but still respect other people's opinions as well. Peer tutoring is similar to collaboration. This is a very effective teaching tool. This has students that are on different levels. They can teach each other and they both will mutually benefit from that. And so that's an awesome tool for them. And then finally, the assessment. Now you've already been assessing them through formative assessments day to day. At the end, you could just do like some kind of short write up to show comprehension because they've already been tested. And this takes the stress off of the students because they can just focus and understand that this test at the end doesn't necessarily make or break their grade. So they're at a very zen point here and they can just do well and not be too stressed out about that. Um, so all of this is just how I would put together my toolbox for my classroom, the different techniques of just creating a safe, positive space full of learning for my future classroom. So thanks, guys.